your daily habits, and you said it. 4:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Gratitude, number one. I do gratitude too. Journaling, prayer. Anything else you say to my viewers, my listeners, entrepreneurs are starting off, daily habit, a suggestion or something?
Yeah, I think it's important to always have your goals written down. You got to have them written down. And again, it comes back to the proper alignment creates the assignment. If you know what your true purpose is, you can tap into that and nothing's going to stop you. If you're focused on the vision, stretch the thinking. If you're a young entrepreneur or an entrepreneur that's just getting off the ground, you have to stretch your thinking. You have to be prepared to be comfortable being uncomfortable.
I love that.
It's one of the hardest things for people to do, but if you can just say, you know what, I'm going to accept this situation exactly where it's at, and I'm going to make the best decision I possibly can at that time. A lot of people say, well, I don't have to make a decision. Sometimes not making a decision is the best one. Yeah,
It's a decision, though.
it can be.
And it's not, yeah.
I don't even know if I agree with that.
No, I agree with you.
I think that you make the best decision you can with the information that you have, and you execute.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people fail to
Sure.
launch because of that, and there's fear. So if you're an entrepreneur or a relatively new one, and you have fear, fear is not even real. What is fear, KB? It's not even real. It's a false emotion appearing real.
Sure.
And when people can get their head around that, or I can wrap my head around that, which I did, fear blocks people from taking action.
100%.
That first step. So we need to literally level the playing field. Fear is not real, and just execute.
I'm starting a business. Me and my wife, I told you briefly, and we were working on it
exciting.
for a year. Thank
Yeah.
you. And again, I think about you and Ben quite often because I saw you guys build that as I work for you, and we're very scared. Sometimes she's like, she's positive, and I'm like, oh my God, babe, what are we doing? Like, we're okay. We're doing pretty decent, right?
Yeah.
I have a nice real estate career of mine, podcast, other businesses. She's a physician, but we want to serve and we want to do something bigger and better, right? And so your advice to me and her would be, like, don't let the fear get to you, right?
It's not even real.
It's not real.
Plan your work your plan.
There you go.
Something's going to pop in between all
Sure.
that. But with the proper alignment, we'll create the assignment. And I say it, and I'm repetitive with it, because I say it at nauseam levels. People are going to tell you sometimes that, that's crazy, stick with what you got. They lack vision. You already have the vision. It's not going to fail.
I love it.
You just got to show up and do the work, and it's going to be a lot of work. The first year, we almost went out of business twice. I'll never forget it. It was all monetary based. We were well positioned. We planned properly. But then things come up that you don't plan for.
See, that's the thing no one knows. People see you in a beautiful suit and a beautiful office,
Man,
and the
I was
cars and the
scared
houses.
shitless. I was scared shitless that first year.
No one sees that.
Nah, I was scared shitless.
He got lucky. Mark got lucky. Look at him.
Yeah.
5 locations came like this.
No, not at the risk of issues in my own home. When you're working that many hours and you're working 2 jobs, and at that time I was putting in 18 to 20 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
My marriage went like this. When marriages go this way, there's room for error. There's room for mistakes. Those mistakes happen. And there was a lot of pain in my home, man. There was just a lot of... You touched about it earlier on. You talked about communication. The failure of any relationship, whether it's friendship, a business relationship, a marriage,
whatever.
partnership.
Lack of communication.
Lack of communication. And my wife and I experienced that. So making sure that the home is rock solid when you're building something is more critical.
More important than anything I'm learning.
More important than anything.
And now you reaffirmed that for me.
100%, brother.
Wow.
Everything's hindsight, right? I look back and I say, wow, that's why I went through that, so I can share that experience with somebody.
That's amazing, Mark.